Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to episode 8 of our non-League 2 Legend Save, and today we are here with games against Grimsby away at Blundell Park and a home game against Nottingham Forest in the Nottingham Derby. Last time we beat them, hopefully we can do the same again. Now since you were last with us, which I believe was the 3-0 win over Burton Albion, we followed that up with a 2-1 loss to Peterborough. We didn't play very well. Mehebi getting our only goal of the game, and we were just completely not at the races. As you can see here, their first goal come from a free kick where Kajika punched it into the path of Jankovic, and it was a terrible bit of goalkeeping. And then 2-0 came here. Very good pass there from Copping, but for some reason Quadio here did not run back with him. Rente was just like in a world of his own, and it was just too easy. And I think, as you can see there, Kajika could have done better on the goalkeeping as well. But then we did get one back to give ourselves a consolation. It was out wide to Brindley. Brindley into Mehebi. Mehebi into Milne. Mehebi collects it and smashes it in past the goalkeeper. But we did lose that game 2-1. We have, however, got back to winning ways in the next game at home against Lincoln. And Mohamed Mehebi getting himself another goal. He came off the bench this time. And he was just in the right place at the right time. It was a relatively even game. I was hoping for a little bit better, a couple more chances, but we really did struggle to create a couple with 2 half chances, 1 clear cut, and they had 3 half chances and a clear cut, so it was an even game. And here's the goal. Quadio out wide, passes it in, Cannon, one more to Pollock, Pollock through ball, and Mehebi there with a beautiful finish past the goalkeeper is near post, giving us the 3 points and the 1-0 victory. We then went and beat Luton Town 2-1. It wasn't our best performance. Sam Greenwood with both of our goals in the first 18 minutes of the game. Kazenga Lawalawa grabbed one back for them, but we did fall asleep relatively towards the end of the game. They had a goal disallowed for offside, and it did get a bit shaky, but we did manage to hold on to the 3 points, and it's also the last positive result we've had. And here it is. Kananga and Bond in. Lovely delivery, and there was Greenwood with the first goal. Then, the same connection, Unango and Bond in, cleared away, Kabue, and there was Greenwood to put the ball into the back of the net beautifully, and that was 2-0, we doubled our lead, but then we sort of started falling asleep. Kazenga Lawalawa gets in here, very, very poor goalkeeping from Jopangai. He rarely makes those mistakes, but he did in this game. He had a couple of other shaky moments, their offside goal. He probably should have saved that shot too, but we did get the 3 points, and like I said, it was the last positive result since you were last with us. And here we are, a 2-0 defeat to Crawley Town, and we were really slow, lethargic, as you can see down here, 16 shots, 12 on target. We had 9, 6 on target. We were outplayed in all aspects of football here. We were awful. Nobody really got going. Kananga and Bond picked up a little knock in this game, but I'm sure he's recovered from it now. I'll go and have a look before we get into the game. But this was an awful performance. And as you can see here, the first goal came from a corner. They delivered it nicely in, but there was nobody on the back post to deal with that. And their second goal came from the penalty spot. Very questionable penalty, but they did put it into the bottom corner, and that gave them the 2-0 victory. And disappointingly, our first loss out of 2 in a row. And as I said, the next game was a defeat to MK Dons at home. More of an even game. We was a bit more at the races this time. We hit the woodwork. But unfortunately, Lucas Yao's goal was the only goal to separate the 2 teams here. And it did give us the defeat before we play Grimsby today. So we're in a little bit of bad form, but hopefully we can fix it. And here is the goal. Just out wide there to Britain. Britain in Gibby. And Zhao, it was just too easy. He was given so much space in the middle to go and get that opportunity. And unfortunately, it was what cost us the points today. One more thing I haven't yet to mention. We brought in Jamie Sterry from Exeter City. And the reason we did this is because our player called, I think it's Lusuete. Is it Lusuete? I think he was the one that was causing problems. Where is he? I can't find him. Francelete. I completely got his name wrong. But he was complaining he wanted a friend at the club. So I suggested to him, I asked him for a suggestion who to sign. He suggested Jamie Sterry. Only cost us 46.5k. He's going to be here as a backup. He's barely going to get near the team, to be honest with you. But he's just here to keep Francelete happy until I get rid of him, because I don't think Francelletti is going to be a long time stay at the club. So he's only on a 1-year contract, Jamie Sterry, but he has joined us, and he is here with us for the rest of the season, maybe even going into January if I don't sell Francelletti. So, the starting lineup we're going with for today is a very rotated lineup. We've got Kashika in goal, back four, Sterry, Francelletti, Medley and Wright. We've got Wrestler in the CDM role, with Kabue and Phillips making up the midfield two. And then you've got Mehebi and Longstaff as the wingers, with Jerome Sinclair up front. Now, one thing I haven't mentioned is Regan Booty did get injured for 6 to 8 weeks, which I will run through after this game. But yeah, he did pick up an injury, hence why Wrestler is getting more football. And I was considering bringing Laurent in, but as you can see, this is a very rotated side, and hopefully it's good enough to beat them. But right now, I'm not overly sure. Let's go with... Let's fix the poor run of form, and I think I need to say no more than that. Let's get into this. First highlight of the game. Thrown in, Sinclair, Sterry, to Wrestler, to Phillips. We're playing the ball around very nicely, but then Phillips just makes a really pointless ball forward that was nowhere near anybody. Can we get it back? Yes, we can. Francelletti, Wrestler, Kabue, Mehebi. Can he deliver? Yes, he can. Sinclair! Get in there. Jerome Sinclair with the goal to put us 1-0 up, to try and end this bad run of form. And it'll be quite ironic if we manage to do it with the second team on the pitch. Like, all of these players are close to being in the first team, but they're not. They're all backup players. They're there just in case we need anybody. But they have already struck and given us the 1-0 lead. Fingers crossed we can hold on to it. Highlight. Goal kick from the Grimsby Town goalkeeper. Hutchinson gives it away to Wrestler, Kabue, back to Medley, to Mehebi. Phillips, out wide to Mehebi. He could have had an overlap run there from Sterry, but unfortunately loses the ball, but Morganson's in behind. What a save that is from Kajika. Sometimes he worries me, but that was a very, very good save from him. Highlight. Throw in deep inside the half. Wright, Longstaff, Jordan Wright, Kabue, hit one. He does the defender, and that's a brilliant goal. Kylian Kabue with an absolutely fantastic goal. As you can see here in the 3D replay, it was a throw-in just inside their half. Longstaff wins the ball, turns, gives it back to Wright. Kabue now collects the ball. You think, okay, he's a defensive player. He's not going to do much with it. He skills the defender, puts him on his foot, and then that's an absolutely expert finish into the back of the net, into the corner. Brilliant from him. A striker would have been proud of that one. Corner to Grimsby. Hessenhather. Oh, good save from Kajika. Half time. We're 2-0 up. Things are going well. We're going to go with James Beattie's chat. Go out there and prove a point. Hopefully that's going to work for us into the second half. Highlight. Free kick deep inside our half. Kajika collects it. Can we counter-attack? Go on. He kicks it out wide to Longstaff. He's going to get there. No, he can't. Clifton gets there first. Tavares, Hendry, Grimsby are coming at us again. Watkins, out wide. Can we tackle them? Hessenhather. Tavares. It's a good ball in behind. Morganson. That's a tame shot. Easy for Kashika to deal with. Throw in. Right. Sinclair. Cross one into the box. Or is he going to go alone? Oh, he goes alone and it was a terrible shot. Free kick. Lot of highlights in this game. I need to move that off the screen. And it's a penalty to Grimsby. A penalty to Grimsby, I'm not really sure why, but yes, they have a penalty, and Kajika, can he save it? No, he can't. It's blasted down the middle into the top of the net. Not a lot he could do. Very disappointed we've actually conceded here, but it has come from the penalty spot, not from a mistake or anything from a defensive point of view, unless the penalty was a mistake. But yeah, unfortunately it's 2-1 now. Time for some changes. Now, I'm going to bring on Peter Bajak because he needs some match sharpness. Yes, Jerome Sinclair's playing well and has scored. But as you can see here, he needs a little bit of match sharpness. Mehebi. We're going to bring off Mehebi for Enzio Baldwin. And we'll also... I think we'll leave it there. And just hope that that's going to be not too much of a change for us. Highlight. They're coming at us again. We might go to standard if we don't score from this highlight. Hopefully they don't score neither. No. Oh, Marley Watkins has equalised. It's 2-2. Oh, that's poor from us. We've fallen asleep. Maybe I should have gone to balanced when we were 2-1. But I thought if you go a bit more deeper, then you're just going to invite the pressure on you. But unfortunately, that's a good ball in. Watkins with a header. Nothing Kajika could do. It's 2-2. Highlight. Corner for us. Phillips. Francelete. Medley. Go out wide to Phillips. He's lost the ball in a stupid position. Can Jordan Wright get there? Yes, he can. Hendry. They're coming at us again. I don't want to go standard. I don't want to go balanced because I kind of want to win this game. Kajika. Gives it away to Clifton. What's happened? Clifton's just been second yellow carded and I don't know why. Did he handball it? It's a free kick to us. Phillips crosses it in. Longstaff, it's cleared away. Bordvine. Go on. Bordvine, Enzio, unlucky lad. So we're making our final change of the game. We've just brought off Matej Resler. And we brought on Wayne Rooney in the deep lying forward role. So fingers crossed Wayne Rooney can bring back the ears. You know, throw back the ears a little bit. Give us a lovely little long-range goal. Just anything to get us the victory today. Highlight. Sterry to Rooney. Sterry again. Francelete. Goes back to Kajika. It wasn't the best of passes, but lucky Kajika was quite far out of his 6-yard box there. Medley. Right. Longstaff. We're starting to create something. We lose the ball to Hessenhaler. Hessenhaler, is it? Might be Hessenhaler. No. Oh, they've hit the post, cleared away, Francelete. They're down to 10 men and we're making them look good. Let's see if I can do something here. We're going to stop that. We're going to pass into space, try and make the most of the fact they're down to... Right, let's turn up the tempo. Let's keep the passing shorter, so that should wear them out a little bit. And we're going to start running at them. In transition, we're going to counter them. Distribute quickly. Forget the short kicks. We're going to push up on them a little bit. Press them a little bit more. And we're going to tight mark them. I think that might be the way we're going to break them down. They do have a corner. Clear it away. Rooney does get it away. Now it's Enzio Baldwin. He's on the counter-attack. Can he get past? Oh, that's the end of the highlight. Brilliant. Free kick. Phillips delivers it in. Cleared. Oh, it's gone over the bar by Enzio Baldwin. I thought they cleared it. Highlight. Fingers crossed it's to us. Kajika goes forward. Longstaff uncontested there with the ball. Wright just lumps it forward pointlessly again. Go on, we're all pressing them. Francelete does well, but he knocks it onto Hessenhaler. Phillips wins the ball. Play it in. Bergerk is there. He plays it in. Bergerk! Yes! Peter Bergerk gets us back in the lead against 10 men of Grimsby. They've been absolutely brilliant today, Grimsby. But luckily, the tactical change I've just made by pressing them a lot more, giving us more time, giving them less time on the ball. And that's brilliant. That's just shown that a tactical switch can do anything. Get in there, guys. We've won that game 3-2. It was harder than it needed to be against 10 men. But luckily, we get out there. We do get the result. I'm going to say the Jekyll and Hyde thing. It might annoy them. But that is an absolutely brilliant performance from them. I'm going to go also calmly and say the second half was much better from him because he was the only one that improved. And yet again, before we played the first game of the episode, I did forget to show you the table. But here you go. As you can see, on top, we are 4 points clear of Peterborough. And we've got a game in hand. So I would say we're probably going to... I would say 100% playoffs because I'll be disappointed if we don't at this point. But we're looking at first or second, I would suggest. We've been in very, very good form. A little bit of inconsistency there, here and there, but we're getting there. And here we are, the game that really matters, the Nottingham Derby, the game that matters to all the fans. Fingers crossed we can get the result today and get the double over them as well this season. That would be brilliant. But we've only played them once in this save, as you know. It was earlier on. I showed you the match. We won it earlier on in this season, and you know, fingers crossed we can do the same today. But as you can see down here, I forgot to show you, sprained knee ligaments for Regan Booty, and he's out for another 7 days to 2 weeks. Resler's out for today's game with a cold, and Tom Crawford, who doesn't play anyway, is out for another 2 to 4 weeks after a twisted ankle. And then we've got a couple players down here who are not fully fit, and then we've got risks. But to be fair, we're just going to... Injury... Which one is the risk one? It's this one, isn't it? A high injury risk. Let's have a look. So Mehebi, high injury risk. Wright, high injury risk. Okay, any of these starting? Wayne Rooney, yep. Right. It's interesting, guys. So let's get into the lineup for today's game to play Nottingham Forest. And in goal, we got Joppengai. Back four, Sterry, Rente, Lacey, and Quadio. And Bon is not quite fit for this game. We've got Wayne Rooney in the Regista role because we don't have Regan Booty, we don't have Resler, and a couple of other players just aren't good enough. So we put Wayne Rooney in the Regista role. Got Cannon and Phillips making up the midfield too. Phillips coming in for Scott Pollock. Got Enzio Bourdevine and Sam Greenwood as the wingers. And we got Daniel Milne up front. Very good team talk for the derby. So let's get into this. First highlight of the game. Rooney, Cannon, Greenwood, Milne. Phillips, hit one. He goes back to Milne. Good save. Enzio Bourdevine, put it back in there. Straight away. And that's gone out for a goal kick. And that is half time. A very dull first half of football. The only highlight was the one that went out for a goal kick. It was quite a dull half. We're going to go passionately. Let's go with that one. BT can do that. Let's get into the second half and fingers crossed we can find a goal. Nothing's happened as yet, so we're going to bring on Louis Longstaff for Greenwood, and we're going to also bring off Enzio Bourdevine for Mehebi. Changing up the two wingers, I'm hoping that will give us a little bit more freedom, and because they're both wingers that are coming on, we're going to start distributing to the flanks, and we're going to start focusing down the wings and hitting crosses. I think that might be the way to go, and we're going to up the tempo a little bit. We're also going to get stuck in. Yeah, we're going to get stuck in because of the derby game. We want to throw them off their way of playing a little bit here. And I believe getting stuck in is the best way of doing that. Highlight, Steer kicks it away for Forest. Longstaff brings it down. Milne running at defence. Still going. Tries to cross into the box. It's cleared away. Now we've got men out of position. Alexander Penetra. Oh my god, they've done well. Ref. There was no foul there. What's he given? He's sending off Milne, isn't he? He sent off Daniel Milne. What? I don't think that's a red. Oh, for God's sake. Let's go and have a look at what just happened, guys. Right, let's watch this in 2D. 3D, sorry. So what happened? Milne has the ball here. He runs with it. He runs with it. He keeps running with it. He crosses it in. Okay, we're all good here. Right. I'm curious where the foul was gonna... Like, it's meant to happen here. What did he do? Ooh, okay. Okay, yeah, it was a red. Well, that was a stupid challenge for him, wasn't it? But we did make a substitution. We brought... Well, actually, no, sorry. We moved Wayne Rooney into the shadow striker role. So we moved him forward and took him out of the register. But yeah, that was a red card. I don't know why Daniel Milne thought that was a good idea. Throw-in for Forest. We are down to 10 men. They lost the first derby game because they went down to 10 men. Is history about to repeat itself? That's a good save by Joppengai. Is this a chance for a counter? Marine heads it down to Longstaff. Go on, Longstaff. Go on, Louis. He's just shot hopelessly. Absolutely nothing else happened after the red card and after the random shot there from Louis Longstaff. I don't know whether I should be happy with a draw or upset because we did go down to 10 men. We were at home though, so we should have really beaten a team like Forest, who are beneath us at this point. But unfortunately, we do draw the game. We did get a stupid red card for Daniel Milne. Don't know what he was thinking. But that is a point nonetheless, and that will leave us top in the league. 2 points ahead of Peterborough with a game in hand. And we've got 2 games in hand on MK Dons, and they are 4 points behind us, so things are looking good. But next time you will be with us will be the Charlton Athletic game, followed by Ipswich Town. Hopefully by then we'll have some sort of idea of what's going on before we go into the last episode of the season, which might be a triple header, depending. If it's not important, it'll be a double, and if there's nothing to play for, it'll just be Doncaster.